Hey, listen up, he's doing my meditation. And welcome everybody, Will here. On today's episode, I want to discuss my 30-day journey with the Itzhak Bentov 5-step meditation method. This is everything I've learned and experienced up to this point. I'm going to be doing the meditation and then I'll talk a little bit about it. But without any further ado, I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so the first thing I did, and I've been doing really, is kind of setting up my situation. I've got a little water fountain off to the left there that's kind of just plays a little bit of water music, kind of just a tranquil situation. Right here, I just really start to get comfortable. I'm taking my glasses off. I'm just trying to loosen any muscles, just getting everything situated. I want to just be straightened up. I'm going to look good, of course. Got to look good. That's part of the meditation. But here, I'm just going to find my stance. Not everybody can sit in like the Indian style here. Yoga mat will help. You can even do this from a chair. I wouldn't try to do this one laying down, and that's simply because of kind of some lung compression. Not that you couldn't attempt something like this, especially with binaural beats at night while you're laying down in bed to do some hemi-sync. But for the breathing techniques, I found that I had to go into kind of a meditation Indian style to get the maximum benefits out of this meditation. Second here is the breathing. You see myself holding my stomach there. It kind of helps guide me for my breathing. I'm doing a 4-second in with a 6-second out, but I'm holding my stomach. It helps me to remember to breathe with my stomach, breathe through the diaphragm, and it's pacing me. I only need to do this for a couple breaths, and then my body really gets used to it and knows what I'm trying to do here, and it kind of starts getting in sync. As your breathing techniques get better and your heart starts slowing down, I find that it really helps kind of start to calm the mind. So that's what I've got it's what we call 7 hertz tuning, a little bit of entrainment. That's what Bentov would have said. The third one I have here is going to be the heart and mind coherence, and it's really just trying to get your heart and mind just to be open and aligned through breathing. Remember to stay open, stay positive. I definitely think that's a part of it here. That's where I think a lot of people fail. I definitely practice a little bit of mindfulness in this, meaning that thoughts do come in my head, just random stuff, and sometimes I'll just I'll recognize that they're there and observe that they're there, but realize that I can deal with those thoughts later. Right now, I'm just trying to clear my thoughts, just trying to get the brain and heart in coherence. So my 4th step on here is what Itzhak, I believe, would have referred to as the right-left brain unity, or what we call hemi-sync. A lot of people are familiar with that word. And that's basically just getting the right side and your left side of your brain to kind of have some unity, really. They're supposed to be kind of talking but slowing down. It's supposed to be in what we call theta stage, which is around that 7 hertz frequency. The heart is going to get into that 7 hertz frequency. And there's a couple ways that I've been experimenting with getting in hemi-sync. One Tom Campbell is a big fan of is imagination. What he does is when he's in this meditation, he imagines walking on a beach somewhere and seeing the different aspects of the beach and smelling the beach and experiencing a little bit of the beach and letting your imagination kind of take off with it a little bit. It gives the logical side of the brain something to kind of chew on, and it gives the creative side just enough to chew on, that they talk in unity but at a very tranquil, positive, warm area. That's the one Tom uses. There's a lot of people like Bob Monroe. There's a few others. Binaural beats, vibration will help get that hemi-sync going inside their brains. But for me, I use a combination. I use a little bit of imagination, but I also use my water fountain behind me. The sound of the water helps me kind of focus here a little bit. Now, I'm just relaxing. I'm just still trying to find kind of that relaxing pace inside myself. I'm feeling a lot more warmth, positive light, I'm just focusing on keeping the head clear. I'm keeping open-hearted, being open to the idea of the universe being inside of me and me being really a part of the universe as well. It's a very deep subject that we talk about in what we call holographic expansion. And that's a classic Itzhak Bentov holographic mirror state. There's a few terms that he would use. And basically, like I said, it's just once you get into this position that I am at right now, it's having reflection upon the universe. And there's a few key concepts to that as well. But once again, this is just my 30-day review. This is what I've got up to this point. I'm trying not to push any envelopes with this meditation. I want to give it all the time to develop on its own self organically, as well as give my body really time to adjust with this. I will be continuing to do this meditation possibly through the rest of my life because of the positive implications it has had on me. So number 5 was holographic state. 1 is posture, 2 is breathing, 3 is heart, 4 is brain, 5 is kind of the awareness of the universe. And this is an unwritten 6th part that I put in there. And it has to do that with when you are done with your meditation, or for me, when I'm done with this meditation and I've gotten as close as I feel I can get, what I like to do is I'll stay in that zone for a good chunk of time, but not push it. Understand that my body and my mind is just seeing a new place for the first time. No need to move in. It's a quick visit and enjoying the opportunity to see new things or be enlightened, as some would put it. And then what we're going to want to do is we're going to slowly try to get up out of this. And you don't want to just wake up out of a meditation. The idea here is that you want to give your brain, your body, your heart, and a bit of, your soul a chance to realize what you've done for yourself. You've made that step towards a greater journey, and it just gives me an opportunity to reflect on the positiveness and the understanding that I'm not just observing this, I'm the observer, and this is a wonderful journey and experience. But let's talk about that. And thank you guys if you made it this far. The point I was trying to make at the end there is that I do believe that this meditation, as well as our lives in general, is a personal journey. What's working for me might not work for you, and what's working for you may not work for other people. It was a classic example with Bob Monroe. He can consistently put himself in that other dimension, but a lot of other people were having a hard time. Same thing with Tom Campbell. Tom Campbell had plenty of out-of-body experiences, EOBs we'd call them. But a lot of people found Tom Campbell, it was really hard for when they followed Tom Campbell. Same thing a little bit with Itzhak Bentov. But the thing is Bentov never really had a chance to develop his meditation. So I wanted to take as much as I could from his works, his books. I will put on here in the description where I'm getting all this information from. This is everything I think that he would have done or used. But I do appreciate you joining me today. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe if I've earned it. Please go check out my other videos. I will do an update, and in fact I do a live class every night and some live discussion talk about Bentov, other scientists' work. But I do appreciate you guys making it this far. Thank you so much, and have a blessed journey.